Peace be to you all. This is Omar Abdul-Malik, physician assistant and health educator. Today I'm going to talk about why some students get into PA school but don't make it through. And it's going to talk about a few concepts. I've had, and I'm speaking as an experienced PA. I've been a PA for almost 20 years now. And I've worked in an outpatient clinic. I'm a hospitalist now for the past few years. I was a professor for about 4 years, an adjunct professor, and I was a erstwhile struggling student. A lot of students don't make it through the PA school for many reasons. One of the reasons is they're not ready for the academic rigors of it. They may have been accomplished an undergraduate, but PA school is so markedly different in terms of what it calls upon you, to do academically, that they're not used to that, and you can't slow down. As I told one student, actually a few students, several years ago, that were saying, "Hey, can you go over this information again? Can we have a special tutorial session?" I said, "Look, I got office hours, but I can't slow down on the information. I gotta complete what's in the syllabus by the end of the semester." And it's broken up into the end of the week. And we're doing anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, clinical chemistry, and then you start your rotation. Then you got end of rotation exams. It could be, it's just too much for some people. But they can't take it. I had one student who was doing well. He was doing okay academically, and I talked to the director of the program, because I hadn't seen the student in my class for a couple of weeks. I said, "What happened to so-and-so?" He said, he dropped out. I said, "Why? He was doing okay." He said, "He just couldn't take it anymore." I think he was having problems with his wife or something like that, which is another issue. You really need to try to garner support from your loved ones, your significant others. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people, significant others, are working against them as they're trying to go through PA school. That could be a factor. I've had a number of students have health issues. It wasn't their fault, but part of it was the stress of PA school. They had decompensations in their health and had to leave. Some have had nervous breakdowns. I have seen this. So I say this you have to go in with a plan, with the understanding that your plan might not always work. Things happen. And you have to be prepared for that possibility that it might not work out. I've failed at many things in life, but I'm still here. I consider myself a success in my own mind, because when I failed at things, I found something else. God brought me to something else. I failed to get a wrestling scholarship. I fell in love with running. I failed to be good enough to make even the Olympic trials. God brought me something else. Now I'm just trying to stay in shape for a middle-aged guy and inspire others to do the same. So, if things don't work out for you, you could try getting back into PA school. You could try another avenue. I had one student who dropped out. He said, "Look, I know I'm halfway through the program, but this just isn't for me." And now I think last I saw him, he's doing radiology. Very good. He said, "I love this. I found my calling." And his whole aura was like light. He was like, "Wow, I love what I'm doing so much." And this is part of life. This is part of life. You may get married and then get divorced and be like, "I thought I was in love with that person, but it didn't work out." It doesn't make you a bad person or a failure. Not that I'm getting divorced. I'm very happily married. 23 years and counting. But I'm just saying, this is part of life. So understand that if you get in, you won't necessarily make it out. You take it one day at a time, one class at a time, one semester at a time. Yeah, if you fall short like I did, and you find yourself on academic probation, figure out very quickly what it is you got to do to recoup and say, okay, what do I got to do? What's going on? Do I need to make up mnemonics? Or do I need to study with a group? Do I need to study alone? And, you know, many students aren't able to do that. That's another reason why they're not able to kind of regroup. It's like professional fighting. Somebody hits you in the face. Can you work off that shock of being hit in the face and come back? You know. But I ramble enough. This is a heck of a hill. I want you guys to see this. Look at that. That's crazy. That's a sick hill, man. But I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. Peace.